Hi, doing my accountability vlog now on self-awareness. So, practice what you preach is important, and especially over the last 4 or 5 years when I've had my own company, I've been banging the drum all about self-awareness and how it's the key, in my view, to happiness. Because I think that both in business and in personal life, life's too short to be kind of frustrated and to get stuck in a rut. And the only way you can actually handle those things, in my opinion, is actually through self-awareness. In the past, excuse me, in the past I used to focus a lot on denying things. Certainly with my wife, she had a very direct style of personal real honesty. She's brutally honest with me about what she sees. And of course, nobody likes to be caught out or to see themselves for who they really are. They like to have this, often, or at least I like to have this rosy view of myself that I'm this great guy who does everything this way and that way and the other way. And so it takes time to get used to the idea. And it certainly took me a lot of time that every time she said, have you noticed you do this? And I'd be like, no, I don't do that, I don't do that. But actually, it takes time to kind of catch myself, and of course then often that deteriorated into a discussion, argument sometimes. But nowadays I'm getting much better, and I realize that it's actually, yeah, some of what she says is true, and some of it is just coming at it from a different angle, and it's just somebody else's opinion. And I don't need to get so upset because I'm quite secure in myself. That's not always been the case. In the past, I've been reacting to other people and trying to please people, as I said earlier, people pleaser. I've also been quite stubborn. And what I'm realizing is that you need to be careful about where you choose to be stubborn. At least I needed to. Because I think that we end up with this view of the world which is very narrow. And certainly from spending time with my kids, you know, who are now 15 and 14, they've really been showing me that the world is really huge and that social media and everything is really changing the way that the kids see the world, because they're really open. Lena, my daughter, is really kind of talking a lot about kind of trying to fight all the battles of trying to be, you know, politically correct and trying to make sure that everybody has equal rights and all the rest of it. And I love that enthusiasm, that youthfulness, that drive to really try to change the world. So I think that the biggest thing for me is taking the time to focus, to have the time to do this. Of course, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm busy kind of trying to please my customers, trying to juggle my home life, trying to keep everything going. But I think that reminding yourself to stay open, making sure that you're rested so that you actually have otherwise you trip back into the old kind of habits of stop this and, you know, I don't want to listen to that and all the rest of it. And being curious is really key for me. So trying to figure out, well, what is it that triggers me? It's almost like a jigsaw piece. That's one more piece in the jigsaw that is Jason, and trying to figure out, so what is the one piece that's missing? What are the number of pieces that are missing? Every time I kind of have a aha moment around self-awareness, I kind of feel better about myself, and I feel like, yeah, I'm becoming more and more indestructible as I go along, because other people have less and less power over me because I understand more and more about myself. And that's a really empowering place to be. So, question for your accountability vlog is that, how do you feel about this idea of getting to know yourself? Sometimes it is scary, sometimes there are wounds and things that have been stuck from the past, and it's all about trying to kind of face the facts, face the reality, and then sometimes to accept and let go. There are things that have happened in my life that have not been rosy, that haven't been perfect, but I've tried to forgive the people and the things that have happened and to move on. And that only happens again through self-awareness. So do you take the time to focus on yourself? Do you take, and I mean in a healthy way, so I don't mean sitting there just eating pizza or watching football all day, although that's nice every so often. But what I mean is that taking the time to really think and reflect. And are you curious about yourself? Are you curious to understand what are the triggers, what are the things that actually do trip you up or do kind of get you frustrated? And is there something you can do about it? Yes, there is. Understand what the trigger is and do a bit of work. So, thank you, and let's talk soon. Bye.